My favorite trading strategy is trading the major support zones or the so-called important support zones on charts. So today in this video, we're going to discuss how to identify the most important zones on the technical charts for any stock. Hello and welcome to the Trendline Invest channel. I'm a Trendline investor, and in this channel we talk a lot about how to use technical analysis for investing, trading, could be swing trading or even position trading. So if you're new to my channel, watch this one video where you will definitely gain a lot of insights. So let's get started with today's video about how to find the most important support zones for a stock. So this is one of the past examples that I posted on Twitter. I've also discussed this multiple times, and this is the major support zone, and that's what we are going to focus on. Now, this was a chart that I posted on Twitter, and after I posted, the stock literally went all the way up and also has given a massive breakout here. Now, this is not a holy grail strategy. So let me make that clear. So there will be some times that you have to book losses, but the times when the stock does well, it can reward really well. Like in this case, the stock went up almost from 150 odd levels to almost 224 levels, right? So that's a very good run in just probably a few months. So we're going to discuss such stocks and the rules to identify such cases, right? So the first rule is the scanner. Now I use the CCI scanner, which is basically a scanner that I use to identify short-term breakouts, medium-term breakouts, short-term reversals, and medium-term reversals. Now, in case you don't know what is CCI, CCI is nothing but Commodity Channel Index, and it is an indicator to identify momentum or identify when the momentum is, how the momentum is for the particular stock. So here for this major support zone, you need to focus on the CCI daily crossing 100. Now, this is the most important scanner that you have to use on the for identifying stocks which are around major support zone. But as an alternate, you could also use the weekly crossing above 100 or daily crossing above minus 100. You don't have to focus on these two. It is okay. It is totally fine if you focus only on this particular scanner. Okay. So having said that, let's move on to some rules that you have to know to identify major support zones. And the first rule is switch to monthly or weekly charts. Now, even if you look here, the chart that I posted here is a weekly chart. Now, for me, weekly charts are the most important charts because it shows you the overall uptrend in a stock. So please switch to weekly charts or even monthly charts if you want to find even a better zone, right? And that's the most important rule. We will not find important zones or critical zones, major support zones on the daily charts. It's always on the weekly charts. So how do you identify this zone, right? So first rule is the price must have reversed at least 3 times, including the current reversal. Now by reversal, I mean that stock has reversed like this, reversed again, gone up, reversed, gone up, and reversed and gone up. So it has to have had reversed at least 3 times. The more, the better. Obviously, in Devyani, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? So it's the higher the times it has reversed, the better. The next rule is just because the price has reversed multiple times, don't assume that it will break down. Now, a lot of people tell me that the more number of times a stock tests a level, the more the chance that it will break down. Yes, I agree, but we are not just buying the stock the moment it comes there. We have certain rules which we will follow and then we will buy. Okay, so it doesn't mean the moment it comes there you have to buy. You have to wait for some signals. Okay, so remove this bias. So if you have this bias that it will break and fall down, break the support and go down, then you have to keep that aside and look at the chart with no bias. Next rule is this is a low risk zone, right? So this zone that we're looking at is a very low risk zone. The probability of the stock going below is lower and the probability of the stock reversing and heading higher is much higher. So we want to focus on this low risk major support zone. The next rule is the price should not have broken the previous swing low on weekly charts. Okay, we'll have more examples discussing this, but remember this, this is a very important rule because sometimes people mistake how you have to check for this, right? So price should have not broken the previous swing low on weekly charts. Now, what is a swing low? A swing low is nothing but a point from where a price is reversed, right? So this is a point from where price is reversed, and this is a point from where price is reversed, it again reversed. Now, when a price is reversed like this, it should not go below, price should not go below this zone over here. Now, this is a swing low and the price should not break below this. Now, the price can go like this and it can break this swing low over here, but it should not break the preceding swing low. We'll show more examples, we'll discuss more examples, but this is very important. So the trend here is down, here it is down, but overall trend is up because this is just a pullback. right? So it's a pullback on the weekly time frame, and then we are reversing. So overall, the stock has to be in an uptrend on weekly charts, right? It should not be on a downtrend. Like the stock should not go like this. It should not go below like that, right? It should go up like this. So until this uptrend is intact, it's totally fine. So by that's what I mean by saying price should not have broken the previous swing low. So this is the previous swing low, and the price never broke this. This time when it came down, it did not really grow below this zone. It did not close below that, right? So that's very important to note. And the next points to consider is you need to observe the candlesticks around the major support zone. Now the first thing is you need to have long lower wicks on weekly charts, or you can have bullish candles on the weekly charts. Okay, you do not have to remember the candlestick names. Now, for example, here in this case, we had a long low wick. Now, this is what I call a wick, right? A wick is nothing but the wick you have in a candle. It's similar to that. You have a long lower wick over here, also very strong green candle. Again, a long lower wick, a long lower wick, again, a long lower wick. Here, you do not have a long lower wick, but you had a strong bullish weekly candle, right? Now, that's what you have to know. You have to know how to identify this. You have to either have a long lower wick or a bullish candle like this, okay, around the major support zone. And then if volumes are higher around the major support zones, it's even better, right? So higher the volumes, always it's a good thing, right? So that's the rules. Now let's go on to some charts. And before that, if you did like this video until now, and if you like the explanations, and if you've been with me for quite some time, do consider supporting me by buying me a coffee, and also do share this video with your friends. And if you're new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and like this video. Let's move on. So the first example is Devyani. So Devyani had everything, all the conditions were satisfied. It had reversed one, twice. Now you can consider this as a single zone as well, or you can consider this as two different zones, right? This is one and this is one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and for the fifth time it reversed and it was like this. That's when I tweeted about it. And then the stock kind of went all the way up. Now the other rule is you need to have a bullish reversal candle, right? A bullish reversal candle is this candle over here, and then we had 1 week of sideways, and then we had again a reversal candle. So that confirms the reversal. Now remember, it doesn't mean the stock will directly go like this. There's a chance that the stock might come again and then head higher. So do not just think just because the stock reversed, the stock will head higher. It might not happen, not all the times. Now in the case of Devyani, the stock almost reversed one way up. Okay, I don't have the chart here. Yeah, I have it here. So you check here, the stock went all the way up, right? So that's how Devyani worked. So here also we had high volumes. On this day, we had a high volume candle. So that shows, so whenever high volume candle happens around the major support zone and then reverses next week, that shows accumulation. It is not distribution, right? Now, when you see a high volume here and the stock falls, now that is distribution, right? Basically, someone dumped the shares and then it came down. And now here it was accumulation, it's reverse, okay? So let's move on to the next example here, KRBL. Now, KRBL was, I have tweeted this sometime this week here, the KRBL reversed multiple times. The first reversal was here, it came down, and then we reversed upside. Now there was a breakout, and then this is a support zone, right? In a technical analysis, whenever a price comes back again, this is the resistance zone, and once we break out and the price comes and retest this zone, this is called a support zone, right? And now here, if you see this week, we had a long lower wick. Again, we had a long lower wick, and then we had a bullish candle, and then again the price came and reversed here. So we had once, twice, third time, and now fourth time, right? We had a bullish candle this week, again a long lower wick, and then we had a strong bullish candle. Now that is the time when you note that the stock is reversing. You confirm the reversal. And then today KRBL is almost at all time. It crossed the previous highs and it crossed that high and is heading higher. Okay, so that's the KRBL example. You can go and check the chart. You can try to draw this and see how it works, right? Also, we had a good volume here. So volume reversal is also good. Next case study is West Coast paper. A lot of people have been talking about West Coast paper. A lot of paper companies have done well. But what happened here was we had a breakout and we had a reversal here. See, this was the first time the stock reversed. Now here the stock has once, twice, thrice, fourth time and fifth time. So we reversed multiple times from this zone. Okay, and the stock reversed twice here as well. Here once and here once. So we had long lower wick, and then the stock had a bullish reversal candle. Right now, that's a very good confirmation of reversal. Right, and again the stock went up. It came touched this point again, went up, touched this point again the second time. So here we had a lower wick. Here we had a bullish candle. Again we came down. We had a bullish candle. Again we came down. We had two lower wicks here, and then again it went up, and again it came down. Small doji candles here, but this was a confirmation candle. And we also got good volumes. So that shows that is a major support zone and the price reversed, right? Now these are the four examples, past examples. Now there's a real example live setup which is currently going on, which is Greaves cotton. Now Greaves cotton also had a major breakout here, and we reversed once, twice, thrice, four times, five times, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 times. Now this is what I said. Just because a stock tests the same zone for many times doesn't mean it will break down, right? We are still very early. After this COVID crash, we are just starting the trend. So this trend is a very early trend. So there's a high possibility that this will not break. If this happens after the stock has gone up 5x, then yes, probably it will break down and come down. But for now, the trend is still early. So when a trend is still early, you do not expect the stock to react and come down, right? Even if it comes down and then it reverses by the end of the week, right? So we've seen that multiple times. So overall for me, this is a very good setup. Also, the volumes have been very good last week. Last week. So for me, this is a very, very good setup to take a trade. Now, this doesn't mean the stock will head higher directly, right? You need to wait for it to kind of consolidate. Probably it'll take some time here and then head higher. But from an investment perspective, this is a very good setup, right? That's how you find a setup for major support zone. Now here, it's very important to understand these set of rules. You have to have a chart compliant to these rules if you're trading a chart around the major support zone. Okay. Now I will make a follow-up video on how to trade this itself using a strategy. You can also go to my previous talk video and see how I have explained Greaves cotton, but I'll probably make a follow-up video and explain, if there's a lot of interest, then I will explain also how to take a trade and how to keep stop loss as well. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you did like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you here. Take care, stay safe and trade safe until I see you in another video. Bye-bye.